All right, guys, I am back. Hey, witchins, what's going on? It's story time. Now, we're talking about today being conditioned. Every time I see it, I'm going to come on and talk about it. I like my Marilyn Monroe. Gangsta boo. Okay, so let me preface the story. So, I just got back from local fast food chain, Subway. It was only one worker in there, only one. So we took our time. We did have two people in front of us. Then it was me and my husband. And then a little older lady, maybe, I don't know if she was Mexican, Indonesian. She just had a tan look, so you knew she wasn't from the States, okay? Let's just say that. But she was about in her, I would say about her 70s, 60s, 70s. And she was behind, she came in right behind me and my husband. So we had done been in there for about 10 minutes because it was only one worker, and we understood that. That wasn't the problem. Let's talk about not being conditioned. No conditioning back from the Jim Crow. Let's stop it. This is the moral of the story. So we're waiting. Then I see a white lady, probably 50s. She walked in, and then another white lady walked in. Now, the way you come into this particular Subway, you walk in and it's just straight. And then it had done curved. The line had curved from, so if my husband was behind me and the little old lady that came in was behind me, they may have not seen her because they ended up in front of me. So it was going around, but I don't think they seen her. That's my thinking. So I ordered the subs for me and hubby. And then I looked back after I ordered my sub, and the white lady was behind me. And I'm like, now I know where the little old lady at. She was standing in the corner behind the white lady where she had done moved over because they jumped in line. So I'm thinking to myself, we had already been in there about, I don't know, maybe about 10, 15 minutes. And they came, the white ladies had only been in there about 5 minutes because they had just walked in. So we had been waiting patiently. So I didn't know if the white lady knew that she had jumped in front of the older lady, or if I didn't know, because I heard no conversation whatsoever because I'm standing right behind them. So she's fixing the cashier is fixing my sandwich, and Spirit is telling me, say something. I had to say, at least say something. So I turn around to the white lady and I told my husband, I said, baby, move up, because I felt like I just needed to let the lady know, woman to woman, that this lady was next, because she looked so frail, so meek. Like, she just wasn't going to say anything. But I was like, no, ma'am, Pam, I'm going to say something about who I am. Because if I didn't say anything, I just wouldn't have felt right. You know, I couldn't have just left her in that situation, basically. So I turned around to the white lady and I said very respectfully, I said, ma'am, I said, hey, ma'am, I don't know if you knew this, but she was actually behind us. And she said, well, I didn't know. And I'm like, well, in my mind, I'm thinking, well, that's what I'm telling you. So I look over to the little lady and I said, come on, you know. She was like, no, go ahead and let them go. And I'm looking like, really though? It's her choice. But at the end of the day, I had to say something. So the white lady turned to her and said, you can go ahead, you know. But then again, she said, no, go ahead. And I'm looking at her like, now, what's the problem? Like, you done been in here. But then again, I'm saying to myself, it's two things that I'm going to say. I can't fight everybody's battles. I gave you that opportunity to step forward through the Spirit leading me to do what I'm supposed to do. And the lady told you go ahead, and you still conditioned enough to say, let her go on. Yes, sir. Let her go on. Yes, ma'am. When you had already been in there 15 minutes. When the lady had only been in there 5. So she's going to go ahead. And it's not about the time. It's about respect. I'm thinking to myself, she said go ahead, and you still talking about no, go ahead, because you are conditioned to let them continue to do that. And she was a nice white lady. Let's just not get that twisted. She was very nice, where she did turn around and tell the lady, come on. I'm saying that is conditioning. It's conditioning. You're conditioned to do that. No. If we're in a restaurant and I've been standing in there in line patiently waiting just like you do, and then you come in and then you just get yours and go, that's a problem. So I looked at my husband, and after we walked out, we had a conversation about it, and I was like, well, baby, I did my job as a spiritual worker. The lady looked at me like she needed help, but she didn't have a voice. But at the end of the day, that just leads me to believe everybody don't need help. You got to ask for it to get it, right? Huh? Look, y'all. Look at this here. Hold on. See, spirit. You got to ask for it to get it, and then they come. So back to the story at hand. For me, everybody does not require or need help. I only help when you ask for it, right? So even though Spirit told me to speak up, that was a lesson for me, number one. But number two, another lesson for the people in the back, all witches, don't be conditioned to let that go. If you were in my brain, don't be conditioned as well. And then number three, for the people that do the things that that person did, her being an older lady, you never seen her. You knew she was already in here. And you knew that when you came in, we were patiently waiting together. So if she never walked past you, you knew that older lady was already in the store. So why would you even consider even jumping in front of her? That's 3 different teachings in one. I could have never. Wisdom and respect goes a long way for me. They've been here for a while. They've seen a lot of things. It's just like our ancestors. Pay homage. Okay? She was so short. She was about 5. She's shorter than me, babies. And I'm 5'2", 5'3". So at the end of the day, that's a lesson all in itself. 3 different lessons in one instance. Oh, well. As long as I did what spirit led me to do, it was your option to take the wheel. I gave you the wheel and you didn't take it. So, okay. I'm good either way because I did what I was supposed to do. So, guys, it is let's get on past that. But, again, don't be conditioned. Don't be conditioned. So let's talk about today. I'm drinking some agua, trying to get it in. I am, it's kind of cool. I just left dropping off all the orders. Got those done. And then I came back with about 10 more orders already. Thank y'all. Many blessings of abundance to everyone who has ordered from me. And about to make some candles all weekend and get into my craft and get ready for April 15th. That's the full moon. Y'all better get in tune. All right, guys. Many blessings. Bye.